I ain't gonna lie to y'all niggas, bro. Cardi B downfall is looking crazy right now. How the fuck you managed to get pregnant not even a year after you and your mans broke up? Managed to get pregnant by the nigga who constantly cheats on you in front of your face, carrying his child, and the nigga sleeps with men? Shit, I think twice about announcing that baby too. Word to me.
Y'all say Cardi B's gonna come for me. Bitch, her baby daddy was in my DMs. I ain't worried about that bitch. You stayed with the man that embarrassed you in front of the world. Who's the fool?
Chad, what do you mean? Cardi B went from having babies with male partners to allegedly being involved with a down low man. Cardi B's baby daddy, Stefan Diggs, was reportedly seen with none other than Jeffree Star. Snorts, Cardi and Stefan Diggs were everywhere together, and Cardi really went out of her way to prove that she upgraded from Offset to Stefan. But Jeffree made it clear that the whole time Cardi was trying to sell their relationship, he and Stefan were out together publicly, and Cardi was apparently the last person to find out.
I'm sorry, y'all can never make me hate Jeffree Star. Yo, he was dragging Cardi. Yo, listen, I had to add him to the list. Y'all can't make me hate Jeffree Star.
For those of you who weren't caught up, Cardi and Stefan broke up not too long ago, right around the time he embarrassed her by bringing his other baby mama to the Super Bowl without informing Cardi. After Stefan was released by the Patriots following their Super Bowl loss, people sided with Cardi, claiming she walked out of the relationship as a winner. Stefan couldn't treat her that way and expect everything to be fine. There have been multiple claims from men suggesting that the reason Stefan treats women this way and has so many children is because he wants to hide the fact that he's DL. Even before Cardi and Stefan got together, rumors about his DL behavior circulated, especially after the infamous moment when most of his teammates said they wouldn't want him dating their sisters.
Devin, what guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
What the hell? Diggs.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
Oh, Stephon Diggs.
This team would you least like to date your sister?
At least I should date my sister, Diggs. 100%.
This team would you least like to date your sister? And I might add, you're starting to be the runaway favorite for this.
Well, nobody want me to date this sister. I'm a great guy. I'm actually a great guy.
So what is it about Stefan that made him an instant no for everyone around him? Cardi ignored the allegations and went public with her relationship anyway. Initially, people praised the relationship because it looked like Cardi was getting her revenge after years of dealing with Offset's antics. But the narrative changed when Cardi announced she was pregnant. The question arose, did Cardi really need to get pregnant, especially with a man like Stefan, who already had a messy history? Stefan seemed meant for fun, not a long-term commitment, and certainly not for fathering a child who would stay in Cardi's life forever. But Cardi ignored concerns. Their relationship became more public, and she spoke about how Stefan came into her life to heal her.
Yes, I mean, everybody kept telling me like I should have fun, and we had a little bit of too much fun, and now I'm here. We had too much fun, and yeah, we're very excited. We're very
and you're
happy.
both
We talk about it
happy,
all the time.
and you're both happy about it.
Yes, we're very.
But
happy
I'm
about
happy for you to see you this happy because we all know you went through a very messy divorce with Offset. Were you worried about opening your heart up again or falling in love again or even dating again? Were you concerned about that?
Yes, and one thing about like dating, like it's like when you date, you feel like you're like 16 again, and I don't really.
Well, you want to feel like you're 16. You want to meet somebody that makes you feel like that.
You do, but then it's like you also remember what you dealt with when you were 16. So it's like restarting
Well,
again.
that part, yeah.
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 And being open
And vulnerable.
And like one time he just told me like it's like, let me heal you. Give me a chance for me to heal you.
Then influencer and stylist Christopher Griffin, who had worked with Stefan, revealed that the NFL player allegedly made inappropriate advances toward him. According to Griffin, he and Diggs attended a charity basketball game in Washington in 2023. After the game, they went to a club before returning to Stefan's home in Rockville, Maryland, and that's when things allegedly went off the rails. While at the house, Stefan reportedly offered Chris candy. After refusing a couple of times, Chris eventually accepted, and that's when he realized he had made a huge mistake. His body felt like it had been hit by a freight train. The candy was allegedly laced with a controlled substance. Stefan then reportedly began touching him and engaging in inappropriate behavior until Chris pushed him away and locked himself in the bathroom for 45 minutes to recover. When he was ready to leave, Diggs allegedly beat him, stripped him, and forced him to memorize a false account of the night before dropping him at an airport. A week later, Chris was cornered in an elevator in his LA home by a group of men, including Stefan's brother, Derez Diggs, who allegedly was there to threaten him into silence. Chris eventually spoke out so that the truth could come to light.
Directly after that, they took my clothes off and just kind of like pressured me. Continually
They took your clothes
Yeah, they took my clothes off. They took my clothes off. They took all of my belongings.
So you're naked?
I got drawers on. I think they let me, I think I kept my drawers. It was a point in time where I'm like, yo, bro, y'all want to see me naked? Like, what the hell is this? And I'm standing there.
That was insane. Naturally, Stefan denied everything and even filed a defamation lawsuit against Chris. Meanwhile, the last person anyone expected to back Chris started speaking up. At first, Jeffree Star didn't say anything negative about Stefan, he only supported Nicki Minaj. But when it was implied that Cardi would confront him for showing support for Nicki, Jeffree flipped the table. He didn't care about Cardi or her fans because he couldn't take her seriously when her man disrespected her whenever she wasn't around. Around that time, Stefan and Cardi were seeing each other. Stefan reportedly slid into Jeffree's DMs, and they allegedly started going out. He was photographed at hotels, and rumors suggest they were seen at restaurants looking like a couple. We don't know if these images are real, but they went viral.
Y'all said Cardi B's gonna come for me. Bitch, her baby daddy was in my DMs. I ain't worried about that, bitch. You stayed with the man that embarrassed you in front of the world. Who's the fool?
Jeffree hardly makes his relationships public, especially with men who prefer privacy. But if Cardi was going to confront him, Jeffree wasn't going to stay silent. Word is, Cardi didn't take the news well. Since the relationship had just started, she stayed to avoid public backlash and began altering her appearance to resemble Jeffree. Remember when Cardi's face looked dramatically different with face tape, super thin eyebrows, and bright contacts? Place a picture of Cardi next to Jeffree Star, and they could almost pass as siblings. According to Jeffree, Cardi's transformation wasn't a coincidence, she has a history of going all out for the men in her life. Even after her efforts, Stefan still embarrassed her publicly. Many agree with Jeffree, Stefan has been rumored to be attracted to men for a while. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Stefan isn't even DL, he's comfortable with people knowing he goes both ways. Jeffree finally decided enough was enough. Cardi should just focus on raising her children independently, keeping her money and self-respect. So, what do you think? Could Stefan have a thing with Jeffree Star? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.